What's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show, and in this video, we're going to talk about a jail that's having a lot of problems right now. Sitting here in this courtroom lockup area just wondering, where's my lawyer at? I'm getting ready to go to trial today. She ain't coming back here. What you mean? Yes, I was able to strike a deal for you. You will have to testify on everybody that you know, but you could be going home today. Oh my God, I'm just trying to help you. What are you doing? Jail in the state of Illinois. Now, when I first ran across the major problem that this jail is having right now, I wanted to do a little more research on this jail, especially this story. And while doing so, I learned that this jail is no stranger to having crazy things happen at it, especially as of late. In fact, it was just earlier this year where 3 inmates were charged with beating 2 correctional officers pretty badly. And video of that vicious beating has been pretty much all over the internet. Or how about just a few months ago in August, where 25-year-old Quentin Jones had been arrested for battery and also for violating the terms of a protective order. And while being transferred to the jail for processing, there's video of this guy actually dumping a .32 caliber handgun inside of a trash can right there, either inside of the police station or maybe in the intake area of the jail. And the absolute insane thing that comes to mind when I'm seeing this video that kind of shows this guy doing something around the trash can, and I'm guessing it's there where he's dumping this gun. But the thing that really comes to my mind is that by this point, when this guy is actually dumping this gun, this guy has already been arrested. And you know, from my own personal expertise on the subject of getting arrested, God knows old Joe has certainly been arrested a time or two in his past. But based upon all of the times that I myself have been arrested, I know that in every single one of those cases, I had been searched before even being placed inside of the police car. So it really makes me wonder, like, how in the hell did this guy get this gun inside of either this police station or this intake area of this jail? Where exactly did this guy have this thing stashed at before dumping it inside that trash can? You smell that? Why does trash can smell like a dirty diaper? I'm just saying, either old Quentin Jones had this gun nicely stashed, or he was never searched before getting to wherever he was right there at that trash can. Now, if these first 2 stories about things that have been taking place at Cook County Jail weren't already crazy enough, I have to assure you, the current epidemic taking place at this jail right now, this absolutely massive problem that they're dealing with, this one by far absolutely takes the cakes. I ain't saying cake, I'm saying cakes, as in some Junies. And what exactly this current epidemic is that they're dealing with at this jail, it's I'm not exactly sure if I can actually say the word, and I'm really looking for the right way that I can put this. Yeah. It's one of those kind of epidemics. And I'm being absolutely dead serious. I know this sounds absolutely insane, but it is the truth. In fact, this story just broke on Monday saying that it's that type of an epidemic at this Cook County jail, which raises questions about jail conditions, county budgets, and also defendants' rights. And you know, I'm just trying to understand like how all of this ties together. In an October 31st letter directed to felony trial attorneys, a supervisor in Cook County Public Defender's Office forbade staff from entering courtroom lockup areas at the criminal court building until further notice. My God! What if you've got court? What if you have not seen your lawyer at all and you're knowing that when getting over to this court lockup, that's going to be the only chance that you have to see your public defender before going into the courtroom to proceed with your case? And they're saying that a letter was written forbidding any public defenders from entering the courtroom lockup area until further notice. Sitting here in this courtroom lockup area just wondering, where's my lawyer at? I'm getting ready to go to trial today. You guys see my lawyer? She ain't coming back here. What you mean? I got caught I ain't got no watch on, but I I got caught this morning, and you telling me my lawyer ain't coming back here to see me? We're just gonna walk into the courtroom and we're gonna act like we had already seen each other, knowing that there was a letter written forbidding them from coming back here, and we're just supposed to go on like everything's okay? I'm guessing that based upon this letter that was written, this epidemic that they're dealing with, it must be pretty serious. This article goes on to say that the reason for this is because public defenders are being harassed while visiting their clients in lockup. And one of the most common forms of this harassment is in front of female public defenders. The public defender's office has been extremely concerned about the security of personnel. Assistant public defenders have been spat on, grabbed, and even worse, by inmates. And as bad as this sounds, I have personally seen this happen. I've also heard about this happening countless times. I'm guessing that some guys might get locked up knowing that they have absolutely zero fight in their case, knowing that they're absolutely dead to rights in whatever it is that they're charged with, and they don't have anybody else to take it out on except for that public defender who is there representing them. Or on the flip side of the coin, you might have guys who are locked up for things that they did not do at all. They can't afford to go out there and get them a paid lawyer, and all they have is this public defender who's sitting there possibly just trying to get them to plead guilty to, again, something they may not have even done. And I'm not saying that that gives them any right to do what they're doing, but that could be another dimension to this. In addition, our female attorneys have been subjected to repeated acts of public indecency. The public defender's office pointed the finger at the sheriff's office, saying that incidents have multiplied since deputies were removed from security duty in lockup areas. Well, there you go. If you're not gonna have guards down here to watch these guys when these women are coming back there to see them, I'm pretty sure it goes without saying that you're gonna have some guys who are gonna do some pretty crude and lewd things. I mean, we are talking about jail. We're not exactly talking about the honor society here. This article goes on to say that this Cook County has been dealing with some sort of a fiscal crisis. And because of that, they've either had to cut back on the amount of guards on duty or just remove guards altogether. But you know, I really can't understand why you would remove the guards from the courtroom holding cells, especially knowing that you're gonna have these female lawyers who gotta go back into this area to see these guys back there. If these guys know there ain't no guards back there, then, hey yo, you hear they ain't got no guards at the courtroom. I'm about to catch me a charge just so I can go over to the courtroom holding cells. They gonna have some girls coming back there, and you know what I'm about to do. You know what I'm about to do. Shit. Hey, guard, write me a charge. Hey, write me a charge so I go back to court. You know, I'm just trying to see me some girls. When the public defender's office was reached by phone, they said that these incidents generally are not happening between a lawyer and that lawyer's client. The incidents are happening when I'm speaking to my client and someone else is in lockup exposing himself and touching himself. Well, there you go. I mean, that makes perfect sense to me. I can't honestly imagine that a lawyer would go back into this holding cell and while talking to her client, potentially trying to help this guy, yes, I was able to strike a deal for you. You will have to testify on everybody that you know, but you could be going home today. Oh my God, I'm just trying to help you. What are you doing? And you know, thinking about this last part in particular where it says that this isn't happening between the lawyer and the client. This is happening while the lawyer is talking to her client and somebody's in the background like, that's your lawyer. God, hey, You know, this could pose an entirely different set of problems altogether. Because let me tell you, if it's me and I'm sitting in the holding cell and my female lawyer's right there trying to tell me anything, potentially trying to help me, and there's some other guy behind me trying to do something crazy, making it so my lawyer just gets up and leaves, me and that guy, we gonna have some problems. I don't care if it's Tyson mixed with Peaches, Delicious, and Punk Tattoo Guy, all combined in one. When you start messing with a man's freedom, there is an entirely new set of problems that's gonna come from that. This goes on to say that such incidents weren't unheard of when they actually did have guards who were working down in this section, but now that they don't have guards down here, this is definitely happening a lot more often. And you know, to just go ahead and wrap all of this up in a nutshell, no pun intended, I mean, all they gotta do is just get some guards working back down here, and that's definitely gonna scale back the amount of guys that you got doing crazy things in these holding cells when these lawyers are trying to come back there just to see their clients. I mean, to be honest with you, it seems like a pretty easy fix if you ask me. And you know, let me just go ahead and throw this in here as well. Here in the state of Virginia, if you get caught doing this 3 times, you have to register as a certain type of offender. I'm not exactly sure what the law on this is in Illinois, but you know, now that I think about it, I mean, that wasn't even enough of a deterrent Because guys here in the state of Virginia were still doing this, and they didn't even care if they got caught. In fact, some guys, they actually wanted to get caught. Because if they got caught, if they made eye contact with the female that they were doing this lewd and crude thing to, well, in their minds, I'm guessing that meant that she loved them, no matter how much trouble they got in for doing this. Hey, look, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you think about all of this chaos that's taking place in Cook County. As always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world, never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace!